Hello. I hope you're staying warm. Currently in my area, it's 21 degrees Fahrenheit, and with the wind chill, it's down near zero. We just had another snowstorm, so this week I think we're about 8 inches total of snow, which was kind of crazy considering last winter we hardly had anything. Today's video is about turkey soup. I made it two different ways. One low carb, and one I did add some gluten-free gnocchi in it for the rest of my family. This is some of that bone broth that I had made another video on. That's just basically a little recap that I had used that and used the broth also from the roasting of the turkey. I first just chopped up a huge onion, and I'm going to throw that into the pan with some bacon grease to go ahead and cook. I accidentally flopped too much in and pulled it back out. So once I throw those onions in, I just kind of mix them around a little bit, get them coated with the grease, and I'm going to turn my attention now to working on the garlic. Once I get all the garlic minced, I will move on to the mushrooms. This soup is a little bit different. I have made soup like this in the past with rice, wild rice especially. I think it's really delicious in it, or a mix with wild and maybe some brown rice. I'm going to slice up the mushrooms. I had already washed them. And then after I slice all these mushrooms up, I'm going to take some organic carrots that I scrubbed, and I'm going to shred them. And once I have all my vegetables prepped and ready, I will put them in with the onion, and I just want to get them all kind of sauteed up. And I'm going to split the broth. Once I get those vegetables sauteed, I'm going to pull out some of those sauteed vegetables and then add in broth from the bone broth and the broth from the roasted turkey. And then I use a different pot that I'm going to make with the one that contains the gnocchi to keep it separate. I wanted to keep the carrots out to make this really like keto, and I accidentally lost track. There I'm saving my vegetable scraps for when I do another big batch of broth. You can see the vegetables are cooking down nice. Do you like mushrooms? We all like them here. And there I'm going to split that up. I'm going to take part of that out for the bigger pot, for the one for my rest of my family for the gnocchi. I poured in some of the bone broth. I'm going to take some of that gelatinous broth that was from the turkey. And I'm also going to use organic spinach in this. I put in my turkey that I allotted for this batch of soup, the low carb, and I'm going to swap that over to the back larger burner. This is the remaining bone broth, and I'm adding in the cold gelatinous roasted turkey broth. And now I'm going to put in my sauteed vegetables. I use Redmond real salt, and I believe I put 3 capfuls of salt in, which would probably be about the equivalent of a tablespoon in this stock pot. There I'm adding my spinach. Popeye would be really proud of me. There's where I was adding that Redmond real salt. And then I'll add a nice amount of ground pepper and parsley. And stir that up. I'm pretty sure I probably put that on high. Now I'm adding some poultry seasoning into both of the soups. That's a nice blend with sage and thyme. I think that one might also have a little cayenne pepper in it as well. And the bone broth adds such an intense and good flavor to the soup. It was very delicious. I had added the rest of the turkey that I had chopped up into that pot. And there's that gluten-free gnocchi. It was kind of like stuck together in the package, so I just kind of broke it up a little bit. I might have paid like 99 cents for the pack of it at BB's. And then that cooks so fast. The gnocchi cooks really fast, like 2-3 minutes or so. Whenever it starts to float, once that's cooked, I will add some cream into each pot of each soup, and then it'll be ready to serve. And this was really flavorful and delicious. And there I am serving up. That's the one with the gnocchi in it. And I wanted to use some of the Parmesan cheese that I have and just kind of like, that little, it's almost like if you go to the Olive Garden and they do the little fancy thing. I don't know what that's really called. Some sort of a shredder thing, I forget. There's the gnocchi one. And there is just the low carb. Very, very delicious. I thank you so much for watching. I hope maybe you got some ideas for a little bit of a different soup. Do you make soup like this? I would love to hear about it in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Take care. Until next time.